60 years I've been here. And at the bank, at this bank, not here, but Citizen Deposits, 60 years. Starting out, it was just more or less a one-horse bank down in Arlington. By word of mouth to the customers and treating people right, it started drawing more people in. And the big deal was when we decided that we would build a.
In 2014, I decided that I would retire. And so it wasn't long after then that I got a call from Ricky and from Ernest Lee. And they had that vision of coming to Ballard County. It meant to me progress for Ballard County and for people to have a choice. People don't only have needs, which are great, but they have wants and dreams. And so to me, it was a greater opportunity.
First thing we'll do, if they're a new customer, new person in our community, try to invite them in and introduce them to everybody in the bank and tell them what services we got and what we'll try to do for you, make you happy as a customer. But I used to try to pride myself knowing everybody that walked in that door.
I moved to Carlisle whenever I was a junior in high school. Started working at one of the local restaurants in Arlington. Ended up working down here at Countryside. Went on, got my EMT license, on into paramedic. I've spent the last 22 years working for Carlisle County in some sort of facet, whether it be 911 director, emergency management director, and now ambulance director. Citizens has always been a great resource for me. Even whenever I was younger, struggling, went through a lot of health issues, the bank rallied behind me. Never had to worry about how I was going to make a payment. Never had to worry about if I was going to lose a vehicle, lose a house.
I love that you walk in your bank and you're like, oh, there's my Sunday school teacher, and there's my neighbor, and there's my former classmate's mom, and small community.
Rob Edelman was a basketball coach of mine whenever I was younger, and somebody that I grew close to and trusted in. And I think he made an impression on a lot of my friends as well. Has that personality that's easy to talk to and trustworthy. And as an adult, I've definitely leaned on him for counsel.
All banks have pretty well the same things to offer. The checking accounts, the loans, what have you. They've all got that, and they're basically about the same rate. But it's the people inside that are waiting on you as a customer that makes the difference. All in the community. It's that country banking. It's all customers that make up the bank. It don't matter if you've got $1 or you've got $1 million. It takes them all to make the bank. They're really why you survive. Without them, you would have nothing. So, I have seen people come in that most banks would not give that loan to. And it might not be but for $500. But with Citizen Deposit Bank, they gave them the chance.
We all have these core memories of like when we were kids going to the bank and getting a sucker, right? And like, it's cool to pass that to our kids too. Every time we go through, there's candy, they're handing them suckers. Like, our kids love to go to the bank. And that's not something you get with a big national bank. I do love to see the bank investing in our community and our kids, and what they do at the school with the debit cards that earn a percentage that goes to the local schools. I think that's awesome. They're also putting an investment back into your community and to your kids.
I enjoy being able to bank local because I know that they're going to have my best interest in me, both personally, business relations and all. In 2011, I nearly lost my life, become very sick. I was only given a 10% chance of living. This community rallied around me. They set up bake sales, they set up fundraisers, they set up a donation account over here at Citizens Bank. My family made it because of that.
I was telling him, like, Citizens Deposit Bank's kind of special to me because it was one of my first jobs. I always joke with Brock and say, whenever I retire, I'm going to go back to work for Citizens Deposit Bank.
Yep.
Learn more about our spirit cards and our community involvement at cdbky.com.